They say Marblehead is a town built on secrets and sea salt, but some secrets refuse to stay buried under the cobblestones. High on the hill, silhouetted against the grey Atlantic fog, stands Abbot Hall. To the tourists, it's a masterpiece of Romanesque architecture, a proud sentinel housing the famous Spirit of 76 painting. But lately, the locals are talking about a different kind of spirit, one that doesn't stay trapped in oil and canvas. In the last few months, the reports coming out of Abbot Hall have shifted from curious whispers to genuine dread. It begins with the clock tower. People walking the harbour at night have reported seeing a figure standing behind the narrow slats of the belfry, a dark, elongated shape that stands perfectly still while the great bell tolls the hour. But the tower is locked tight after sundown, and the stairs are so rusted and narrow that no living person could climb them in total darkness without a sound. Inside the hall, the atmosphere has grown heavy, almost suffocating. Security guards have reported the sensation of walking through invisible curtains of ice, even when the heating system is humming. Motion sensors in the maritime gallery have been triggered at 3 in the morning, yet when the cameras are checked, the rooms are empty. Or, at least, they appear to be. One recent account describes a series of wet, barefoot prints appearing on the hardwood floors, leading directly toward the vault, prints that evaporated within seconds, leaving behind only the faint, briny scent of stagnant seawater. There is a theory among the folklore circles of the North Shore. They say Abbot Hall wasn't just built to hold records, it was built on a site already scarred by the screams of the 17th century. This is Marblehead, after all, the home of the Screeching Woman, a place where the line between the living and the tide is dangerously thin. Some believe that the artifacts housed within the hall, the old logbooks of lost ships, the personal effects of long-dead sailors, act as anchors. They are calling something back from the deep. The most unsettling reports, however, center around the Spirit of 76 itself. Visitors have recently claimed that the central fifer in the painting seems to track them with his eyes, but it's more than just an artistic trick. One witness swore they saw the man's chest rise and fall in a heavy, labored breath. Another heard the faint, rhythmic thumping of a drum echoing through the halls long after the building had been cleared of guests. As the sun dips below the horizon and the fog rolls in to swallow the town, the red brick of Abbot Hall seems to darken, turning the color of dried blood. Those who work there now refuse to stay late. They speak of the weight, a feeling that you are never truly alone in those corridors. They say that if you stand long enough in the silence of the gallery, you'll hear it, the sound of a heavy door clicking shut, the scrape of a chair across a floor upstairs, and the unmistakable sound of someone or something standing just behind you, breathing softly into the cold, salt-stained air. Abbot Hall is watching. And it seems it's finally ready to tell the stories the history books were too afraid to print.